On chain and the trenches seem to be back. It is mid 2026. Crypto has been very slow this year, but overall, the one thing that seems to be emerging from the ashes, other than just seeing out the long term altcoin holds that have shown the most strength, is the trenches. And we're talking about meme coins, we're talking about new products, people digging into these new chains, and especially the Robinhood chain. So, in this video, I'm going to go over why this is invigorating the crypto space, why a lot of people are more excited than they've been in a long time about what's happening on chain right now. And most importantly, how can you start trading on Robinhood Chain? There's a lot of coins launching here. A lot of people are seeing opportunities. So I'll walk you through a couple of methods to easily onboard to the Robinhood Chain. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. If you are new to the videos here on In the Money, we give you all the information you need to win across crypto and prediction markets. So hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more. I do want to give a big shout out to Bitfunded. Bitfunded is one of our partners here on the channel. You can check them out down below. They actually are just now launching their one-step challenge. So you can click on one step here. These are their most affordable challenges if you are a day trader and want to trade with other people's money, which is what most people in the big banking world do, other people's money. So you can actually get funded here and trade on Bitfunded. You can check that out down below in the description. Let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. Obviously, the crypto market's not doing a whole lot. Like Bitcoin still hovering around that $62,000 level. A lot of these altcoins are just kind of stagnant at this point in time. And the reason is a lot of liquidity is actually being swung from these major altcoins over to meme coins. So before we jump into this, I loved this tweet from Ghost. If you are holding any utility coins right now, I think you just have to be patient. You might be down on those coins. And even if you have at some point in time top blasted, as they call it, like buying the top of something like a Zcash, or if you bought Venice really high or higher than you would have liked to, etc., you might be down right now, but just hold. The market always wants to do a psyop on you and time capitulate you. If it's a 4-year cycle, the next bull will start in October, which is just 3 months away. If you have any patience, your down bad bags will eventually be very profitable, but just make sure you're in solid projects. So that's first and foremost. Regarding the utility side of things, I think that a lot of people are now getting caught up in, well, crypto seems to be really slow. We're in a bear market currently. Nothing will really change that. And usually it's 12 months after the top that we actually restart the next cycle, which would be around October. So you just have to have patience in that perspective. But right now we are starting to see some exciting new stuff. And I liked this tweet from Jonah too. Like every time we get excited by new like utility coins, some VC comes in and says the token doesn't matter, it needs to have equity. And he says the meme coins are the most honest part of crypto. That's a really interesting take. And if you look at the charts recently, this is where things are getting hot and invigorating. Like we see here, Ansem, the token for the obviously for the creator Ansem, it's now at $320 million FDV, which is absolutely absurd. And then as of recent, over the last 2 days, we have CashCat. This is on the Robinhood chain, which is really the main topic of this video. This is going to be a super quick video. I'll show you exactly how you can easily buy CashCat across a couple of different platforms. And also if you want to use this on like your MetaMask or whatever the case is, how to do that as well. But you can see this token effectively went from less than $10 million market cap to $100 million market cap as of now, and this got up to $150 million market cap. And when you look at this, like a lot of people are like, well, why do we need a new L2? This doesn't make any sense. Like, and don't get me wrong, I am the biggest proponent that I think worthless crap like Monad or Mega ETH or Berachain, all these new L2 launches over the last few years, I think they're meaningless. I think they're going to have no users in the next few years. And to be quite honest with you, they're just VC extracts. And I also did tweet that as well. But Robinhood is a $100 billion publicly traded company launching their own blockchain. Like this will directly compete with something like the base chain. And I said that Robinhood Chain could effectively put all the meaningless VC extract chains to rest, which I absolutely love. But you can't compare Robinhood to the VC chains. Like this is directly competing with something like Base. And honestly, they could win the war with Base long term, considering the fact that, look, Robinhood is overall just a bigger company that caters to more niches and industries than something like what we see with Base. Pardon me. So yeah, Robinhood clears Base as a business. So I think they definitely have that potential to come through here and maybe even surpass them on the blockchain side. But a lot of people are wondering, how do I even trade Robinhood Chain? So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Robinhood Chain is an Arbitrum L2 chain, so layer 2, built on Ethereum. So Ethereum is the gas token, for example. It's the main token of this chain. And you can onboard this on your MetaMask. You can just come here to the official docs on Robinhood, the chain ID, currency symbols ETH, and then the block explorer here. If you want to do that, and then the RPCs are down here to plug into your MetaMask. But for most people, onboarding that way is going to be a little more complicated. So I have two platforms you can use to actually directly trade on Robinhood Chain without jumping through these extra hoops or having to actually manually add this to your MetaMask. So number one, you can jump in here on OpenSea. Who would have thought I'm talking about OpenSea in 2026? But here we are. Thank you, Robinhood Chain. You see on here, you can actually trade tokens. So you see the Ansem token. You can see Emilio, Business Cat. You know, I'm not endorsing any of these coins. Vine coin was a big meme coin, for example. But on the left side, you see this big list of blockchains. So you can actually trade on all of these different chains. I'm going to click on Robinhood Chain here, and you can actually come through here and trade all of these tokens on the Robinhood Chain on OpenSea directly. So what you would do, you would just connect your wallet up in the top right, whether that's a MetaMask or a 𝗪𝗡𝗙 wallet or whatever wallet you're using locally. And then you'll actually be able to participate here and easily buy all of these different memes if you want to. And obviously, I'm not saying to go buy these meme coins, but a lot of people are making money on this chain currently. And look, I think opportunities will be aplenty on Robinhood Chain now that Base has a competitor. And Base Chain, over the course of time, has had a lot of good products come out on it. And then also, if you want to use more of a, let's say, meme coin native platform, you can use GMGN. This is probably the one I would prefer to use over OpenSea. The reason is you can see the new launches, you can see which ones are starting to grow, migrating, etc. But most importantly, you can also follow other traders and just be able to kind of see what's going on the Robinhood Chain. So this is much more of a transparent platform, kind of like what we've seen with like a Photon or something like Axiom over the course of time. It's more of a meme coin terminal, but you can just jump on the top right and you can see all the chains they cater to, you know, Binance Smart Chain, Base, ETH. You just click on Robinhood here and boom, you're seeing all these new Robinhood launches. And you can see there are a lot of tokens launching. There's going to be runners on this chain. We've seen over the course of time some memes on the Base chain. We've seen memes across all different chains. So there's going to be runners here. And I just think it's really exciting to have these new chains, new opportunity. Let me rephrase that. New chains with actual bottom line business, utility, track record that are probably going to attract really good products. Like I bet you the products that end up launching on Robinhood are going to be pretty similar to what we've seen on Coinbase's chain. So really excited to see this ecosystem grow. But nonetheless, it seems like opportunities, most importantly, are coming back to crypto. I know a lot of people are bummed out. Altcoins have been down. But if you're paying attention and you're locked in, like, and you're able to catch some of these big winners like Ansem or like CashCat, really crypto is a fun time during these times. And honestly, what Jonah said is interesting, that meme coins are actually the only real integral integrity behind tokens in crypto. And with all these VC extract coins and all of that stuff, it does kind of make you think, are meme coins the only honest thing in crypto? I wouldn't maybe fully agree with that. I think there are great products across the board. You know, stuff like Hyperliquid, Near Protocol. I still like Venice, but I do think the equity thing might derail the token price over time. But nonetheless, really exciting time to be on chain, to be in crypto. And if you didn't leave the industry, opportunities are starting to pop up. The bottom of the bear market should be somewhere in the next 3 months, just given historics. As long as the 4-year cycle hasn't changed, we're looking at October, the market should turn. So look, if you're locked in at this point in time, if you've been accumulating top utility coins, if you're participating in the trenches, Robinhood Chain, whatever the case is, I think you are doing the right thing, and this will pay off for you in the long term, guys. So like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more. I'm not in my normal environment at this point in time, but I will be back at the desk starting this weekend for more videos, guys. So like the video down below, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all on tomorrow's video. As always, trade responsibly, my friends, and of course, stay bullish, my friends.